Tanco 1400 round bale wrapper takes bale wrapping to new levels, and certainly the Tanco range to new levels indeed. The 1400 is designed to offer high speed wrapping very efficiently, efficient transport from paddock to paddock, quick to unfold, get the machine into work, and when in work extremely efficient with a very high output. This is achieved really with two distinct areas, as you'll see. Twin satellite, which obviously will speed up the wrapping process considerably, and the fact that we're not picking the bale up very far off the ground, and the process of transferring the bale from the ground to the machine, wrapping and then off the machine is very swift and efficient indeed, and we'll have a look at that in just a second. So to the business end of the machine, let's start really from the tractor, working back through the drawbar and to the details of the functionality of the machine. Just before we can go any further, just want to illustrate one or two very neat little features that Tanco have incorporated into this range of wrappers. First of all, the wrap storage posts are hinged, as you'll see here. So very simply, when the wrap is being transported and stored, they're vertical, and then to easily facilitate the removal of the wrap rolls, slide them straight off here. So there's no more lifting vertically off storage platforms. Very neat feature, particularly if it's a smaller guy or perhaps a lady doing the operation. Then the transfer from here onto the satellite is a very low level operation, and certainly within the capabilities of most people, without the needs of any form of assistance. And one thing that always used to be a problem with earlier wrappers, the fact that these heavy rolls had to be lifted from their storage position. So a very neat feature there. Moving back, the drawbar for the machine is set in position hydraulically. This controlled entirely from the control box in the cab, and is moved very much as in the case of a trailed forage harvester or a baler, conventional baler, offset as we've got here in work, or the ram is extended, which moves the machine behind the tractor for very quick and simple transportation through gateways and along the road. And as I say, this ram is merely actuated by the top two buttons on the control box. So very simple machine to set up and operate. Don't even need to get out of the cab to set the machine from transport into work. As I said earlier, the heart of the machine is really its ability to wrap, pick up bales, wrap them and discharge them very quickly. And this is achieved via this oscillating roller system in conjunction with this arm behind me here. We'll show you in a second, but the bale, the driver will drive the machine into the bale to this position, and he can follow the baler. So there's no need to go offset to the baler, as was the case with the earlier machines. So we can follow the baler with the bale in this plane right against the roller. As soon as it's touched there, this collecting arm will move around the bale, retain the bale against the roller, and then proceed to lift the bale onto this cradle. In doing so, the front roller will raise, and the arm is then retracted, as we'll show you in a second. This function then creates a cradle between two rollers in the center here, which forms the center of the bale carrying system, as it were, and the belts in turn then are driven to rotate the bale. And then around the bale, two satellites, as you see here, with the dispensers to apply obviously two lots of wrap per revolution, thereby enhancing the speed. So the combination of the transfer height, this is the bottom of the bale, this is as high as we lift it, and the twin satellite system enables us to very efficiently pick up, wrap and discharge bales. And we can also move up to the next bale as the last bale is wrapping. The dispensers and the the cut and retention system is very much more enhanced on the 1400, and you'll see the scissor action operation of the two plastic retainers and the cut and start units here in a moment where we're operating the machine. But basically they come in a scissor action to gather the whole wrap together and then clamp it here securely. The dispenser units, very well proven from the previous Tanco models, and retain on this model with the adjustable pre-stretch unit on the top, complete with the film breakage sensor on the top as well. A slightly simpler retention system here for changing the wrap, and as you'll see, a very low operational height, easily facilitating the changing of the wrap as I showed you earlier. So the Bale carriage system, 4 belts as you see here, running across 2 rollers, and the secret, as I say, is the movement of these rollers to load the bale and create a cradle, and then to discharge the bale once the wrapping cycle is completed. Once the bale has finished its rotations and the wrap has been cut, the rear roller will drop, therefore enabling the bale to roll quickly off the back of the machine, and then via this end tip ramp, so that all of the bales are left in the paddock on their ends. Very simple system, very quick, and as you'll see when the machine's in work, the combination, as I said, of the twin satellites and this very low cradle system has created a very, very high output machine, and one that is extremely simple to use. So the wrapper is driven up to the bale, as we mentioned, up to the point of the front roller and stopped, and at this point the retention arm is moved around the bale. This ensures that the bale is presented correctly to the rollers and without the need to accurately place the bale on the wrapper. The arm and the front roller, as you see, will lift, thus creating a cradle on which the bale now sits. The retaining arm is then removed, and at this point we can now commence the actual wrapping cycle. And as you can see, the combination of the 2 dispenser units applying a nice, consistent and even layer of wrap on the bale. You'll see now the cutter's opening, ready to grab the whole wrap and cut it cleanly, and the bale is discharged as so, and you'll see the end tip kit works very efficiently as the rear roller rises, thus leaving the bale on its end. So the bale's been discharged from the machine, as you see. The end tip system has enabled the bale to roll off the back of the machine, drop the bale on its end, and as you'll see also, the front roller has dropped at the same time to facilitate the loading of the next bale. So the next operation would be straight into the next bale at this point, retaining arm on, and so the cycle repeats itself.